Okay, everybody, welcome again to Motor Tic Mastery. And I want to offer in this video a short guided meditation which will quieten the mind, or if I use better English, quiet the mind, and bring us into our body. So if we tic, it is often we are living our life in a habitual state of anxiety and stress. Our mind is running all over the place. And so cultivating mindfulness, cultivating stillness on a regular basis is essential in the process and path of letting go of the condition, healing, moving beyond the constant intensity and frequency of the tics. So let's take a few moments together if you'd like to join me in this meditation. And be rested. So maybe you wish to rest yourself comfortably in a chair, a sofa, somewhere where you're kind of sitting upright and balanced. Usually tics sort of manifest in our body on kind of one side of the body more than the other. Not always, but oftentimes. What we want to learn to do is to be, what does being in the middle mean? What does being centered mean? What does being balanced mean? And so find yourself with a straight spine, the balanced shoulders, and take a breath. And again. And again. Now you will notice that I'm not doing this. I'm breathing like this. So I'm breathing from the abdominal, from the stomach, from the intestines, from the belly button. Like, that's where I start my breath. Now, at the beginning, when you're learning to be still with yourself and becoming more aware of your own body, it might be that you're just breathing quite shallow from the chest. And breathing in is just this. And that's quite shallow. It's kind of moving more here than sort of down in my stomach. But after a lot of practice, you can just breathe in from your stomach. And what we're doing here is we're just learning to breathe simply and be present with ourselves. Maybe it's a little bit uncomfortable for you to be in this space with me, this silence. Maybe there's a part of your mind getting bored and wanting to stop the video. That's what we call the monkey mind. The monkey mind is always... But to quieten the body, we must also learn to quieten the mind. So allow the words that I'm speaking in this moment to sort of wash over you as you relax deeper. Taking just gentle deep breaths in your own time. Whatever speed feels good for you. and then try to just knock it down a level, just a little bit slower than what feels good for you. We're just learning to be still. It's a simple thing, but it's a really difficult thing in this highly busy, anxious-fueled, distraction-filled world. So just continuing with the focus on your own breathing. So maybe your focus is on the front of your stomach or chest. Maybe it's on your lower back. Just notice where your focus is, where your attention is. And if it's not on your body, or in your stomach, or in your lower back, or in your chest, where is it? And bring it back to your body. And back to the breathing. If you want, you can feel the bottom of your back, but then start feeling like where you touch the ground beneath you. So if you're sitting on a chair, feel your bum on the chair, your bottom, your ass on the chair. So feel the part of you that's touching the ground or the chair underneath you. Like the space where your skin, your body, your muscle, your bone touches the seat. Feel that. What we're learning to do here is to become aware of parts of our body that maybe we haven't connected to in a long time. There are ancient yogic teachings that help us to connect to different parts of the body in different ways that change our states of consciousness and our physiology, our mental and emotional well-being and health. So we're learning to ground into the body, to feel where our body touches the seat, the ground, the earth, the floor, the wood, the carpet, the tiles, whatever you're sitting on right now, wherever you are. Maybe it's a leather seat, maybe it's a cushion, maybe it's a towel, maybe it's a cloth. Yeah, whatever you're sitting on, connect to where your body touches that. And continue breathing. Like notice if your breathing is changed whilst you are focused on that part of your body. Keep dropping in. So some of you is focusing on the part of the body that's touching the ground beneath you, or the seat, the sofa, wherever you're at. But another part of you is focused on breathing. We can do two things at once, even though the Myths might tell us differently. Men and women can do two things at once. Boys and girls, teenagers, maybe if you're non-binary, we can all do this. Just continuing with the breathing, continuing with the breath. Breathing in and out. Letting go of the urge to move your body. Letting go of any need to move, to complete a cycle, to get your fix of bodily movements. Just continuing to focus there again on the breath, the breathing, and where you are touching the floor beneath you. What I'm sharing is so simple that it can be done anywhere. If you're ever feeling overwhelmed by the movements of your own body with the tics, I'm giving you a map back to yourself. Out of the stress, anxiety, worry, intensity. Again, continuing with the breathing. You're allowed to make a little bit of a sound if you want to. If that feels awkward to you, great. If you don't want to do it, great. If you do, I encourage you to, but there's no pressure. Feels good to air it out, you know. Quite often, many of us are tic because we've bottled up, we've closed up, we've held and pushed down our emotions. Just like letting go a little bit and releasing and making a bit of sound actually helps. Relax our nervous system. Creates a vibration, titillates and energizes our being. So, I want you to notice this state you are in. I want you to notice, save the frame of this experience that you're having right now. Does it feel a little bit calmer? Do you feel a little bit more at peace? Do you feel a little bit more relaxed? Is the intensity of the need to tic a little bit lighter? Have you ticked more or less during these last 15 minutes or so? I teach is the space between. Time itself, we could say. The space between the tics, so we can expand the space of relaxation that we have, so the body can be calm again. If you're ticking, your body has forgotten how to be calm. And that is what we must learn again to do, to experience, to be, to relate to connect to. So, I'm wishing you a blessed opportunity here to remember this peace exists, this relaxation exists, and life will happen again later today or tomorrow. And yes, likely anxiety and stress, and it will kind of take over you, and maybe the tic will happen again, but don't get frustrated. Don't be frustrated with it, by it. Just know that this space of relaxation does exist. And then over time, allow yourself to know that there are things that I can do to come back to it. And I've got loads of videos on this channel. This is the stuff that I teach. So keep allowing yourself to be open to letting go, relaxing the intensity and stresses of life. Because it's through these stresses and anxiety and that the body can go, okay. I think I'll leave it there for now today. I'd love to hear about your experience on that short journey with me. If you have any commentary, questions, feedback, what happened for you, what you felt, what you didn't feel, please drop a comment below. I'd really appreciate that. I was just noticing recently actually how some of my videos, there's hundreds and hundreds of comments, and I've been a bit lazy recently not responding to everybody, but I'd really like to get better at that. So yeah, please do respond and connect with me. I would genuinely, deeply love to hear from you. To speak and, to others who have been through or are going through what I've just been through. It's a beautiful thing. Okay. Alright, have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world, guys and girls. And I will post another video soon. Ciao, ciao.